So we're here to talk about your move into
Yes.
independent living.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Very good. And tell me about this move out of where you're living at the moment.
Well, I have planned to move out of Cheshire home because, as you know, the government and the the H, health service executive have 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 had new rules written that disabled people are to move out of congregated institutional settings.
And do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, it is.
And why do you think it's a good idea?
Because for 30, 40, 50, 60, or maybe even longer, disabled people have been pitied, then moved into congregated settings, institutional settings, where they're ignored by their families and forgotten, and I guess that's not healthy.
Indeed, it's not. Yeah, and what do you see would be better about being out in the community for you and living in your own?
I would be able to see my family, go out to church, go out, maybe set up my own websites.
Yeah, that would be great. That sounds fantastic. So setting up your own websites.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would.
And what would you do the website about? What would your website be about?
Various things.
Like what? What are you interested in?
Well, I'm very interested in old classic films.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay, so you could have a website about that.
Yeah. Classic cars, vintage cars, and Jaguar cars and Bentley cars and all sorts of things.
Yeah. So you'd like to make a website that shows your interest in those areas, yeah?
Yes, I would.
Brilliant. It sounds like great fun. So what plans have you got about you're moving out soon, aren't you? Or
yes, I
sometime
am.
in the future. And what
Yes.
kind of planning have you been doing? What have you been thinking about and doing, kind of getting ready to go on your journey?
I have been working towards with you, of course, getting a house, and it may be it may be it may take a long time, or maybe it may be this year or a long time. We can't predict the future, really.
Yes. And what other stuff have you been doing, kind of planning to move on? Have you been, I think you've been in contact, you want to do some courses, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I want to do a course on the Cold War.
Cold War. And where will you do that?
UCC.
Wonderful. And that starts soon, does it?
Yes.
Yeah. And tell me, did you tell me that you were going to do a course in contemporary living?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me about the course in contemporary living skills that you're planning to do in UCC?
Um, it's about basic living out in the community, and well, it's about disabled people living in the community and living lives with the rest of their lives with dignity.
Brilliant. And are you looking forward to that?
Yes.
I think you'll really enjoy it. And what other things have you been doing to get to know people in the community, like the vintage cars kind of area?
I have joined the Vintage Car Club in Ballincollig.
Oh my God, wonderful. And tell me what has happened around that up to now.
Well, I have got to know a guy named PJ Kennedy, and I've got to know a great bunch of people, a great bunch of characters in the Ballincollig Classical and Vintage Car Club.
Wonderful. And did you go out with them yet? Did you meet them?
I did. I met them at their Christmas dinner at Christmas.
Mm-hmm. And did you enjoy that?
Yeah, very good. It was very good.
Wonderful. And I'd say you're a bit of a character as well.
Yes, I am.
I think you're a bit of a character as well.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you're a character. We know that.
Yeah.
And tell me, what else have you been planning to do? Tell me the other interests that you have. Tell me about the social roles valorization.
Well, I have. My sister has 2 children, so I'm an uncle, and my brother in Dublin has 2 children and 1 baby and his wife is pregnant with their baby, with their 3rd baby, which will be expected in June or July.
So you've got different roles. So you're
Uncle, vintage car enthusiast,
and you're a brother.
and I'm a brother.
Okay. And what's a good brother? Remember you said a good brother is somebody who makes phone calls
Makes phone calls
to
to his sister to see how everything is getting on, and constantly inquires about his older sister.
So you're a brother, you're an uncle, you are a vintage car enthusiast, you're a student.
Yes, I'm nearly a student.
What else are you? You are a web designer now. You're
Web designer now.
Yeah. And what else are you doing? What else did you tell me that you had in roles? Oh, what about your church? You're a spiritual person?
I'm a spiritual person, and I'm going to write, I may do a little bit of writing, the odd occasion.
So you're a writer as well, as an historian?
Yeah.
And what are you going to write about?
The Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
Various other things.
And what are you going to call your book?
My great computer brain.
The computer brain, okay.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about the website that you've been making that's about the Transport Museum.
Well, I've been making a website about all sorts of transport, cars, trains, ships, planes, anything to do with transport.
To do with transport. And is that fun?
Yeah, it is fun, but I have a little bit of a problem, as you know.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get all this trouble out of the way,
Soon.
so I could be able to admire it and add to it.
Mm-hmm. And you also like dogs?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Red setters.
Red setters are your favourite?
Yes.
Yeah. What's good about them?
Well, they tend to lick you.
Yeah.
They tend to jump on top of you and lick you.
Oh, lovely. And you like that?
Yes.
Yeah. And what else would you like to tell us about your move? What do you think would be really good for you as a person when you move?
Well, talk to other people,
Mm-hmm.
make new friends out in the community,
Mm-hmm.
and basically just be a basic just contribute an awful lot of things, because I believe I have an awful lot to contribute.
Absolutely. It sounds like you've got an awful lot to contribute. And I think you have loads to contribute. And tell me, what else do I want to ask you now? Are you worried about any parts of it?
No, I'm not.
You think it's going to be great?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm actually not afraid at all. Actually, I'm actually not afraid of it all.
Yeah.
Afraid of it at all. But I think everything will just go smoothly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, are your family happy that you're moving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about tonight?
Well, I think I would love to well, I have a fascination with skyscrapers,
Yeah.
and so I will research skyscrapers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's so fascinating about skyscrapers for you?
They're so tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose you'd like your house to be a skyscraper, would you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's not practical,
That's not very
unfortunately.
practical. So, on the practical front at the moment, what are you doing in terms of looking for a house? Do you want to tell me about that application form?
It's a big, long, cumbersome, bureaucratic thing, as these things tend to be.
What would you like to say to people who are in charge of this process in the government and in the health people? What would make it easier?
Don't make it so cumbersome and bureaucratic. Make it simpler.
Make it simpler. Okay.
Or I will vote for Fianna Fáil.
You'll vote for Fianna Fáil. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be able to vote and everything much easier, won't you, when you're
Yes.
living there? You know.
Yes.
Okay. Brilliant. I think that's a lot for one night, isn't it?
Yes.